Hello everybody and welcome back to today's video. Today I want to show you the spell list for the wizard, except we're going to just go through the cantrips today and kind of point by point each cantrip and see kind of what we can come up with. So this video is really just going to be all about the cantrips for the wizard spell list today. In future videos we're going to go level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. But we'll just start out with cantrips today and see where that takes us. First up in our list of cantrips today is going to be Acid Splash. Now, Acid Splash basically just launches an acid bolt. It's got a range of 12 squares, it's instant. One of the nifty things about this is it hits 2 people and it's a dex save against the other person, not an actual ranged attack hit. And at certain levels, 5, 11, and 17, we're going to add additional dice. So at 17, we're going to be doing 4d6 acid damage. The next cantrip on our list is called Annoying Bee. Now this is something for Solasta. It basically creates an illusional bee that buzzes around the other person and gives them disadvantage on concentration checks. It only lasts until the start of their next turn, so you would want to use this in conjunction with something else hitting them to cause them to roll a concentration check. I'm not entirely sure I'll be taking this one a whole lot. Now, Chill Touch is the next one on our list of cantrips for the wizard. This is a range of 24. It's only one target, but you do get to just cast it instantly. It does a d8 necro damage and it makes things chilled, so if it gets hit, that target cannot regain any hit points, so it will basically not be able to be healed. This is a really nice one to stack on top of other stuff, especially when you're trying to tank the big bad guy. Also, if the target is undead, they have disadvantage to attack the caster. This again goes up to extra damage on 5, 11, and level 17. Dancing Lights. This one's pretty cool in Solasta. It basically summons a little globe. You can move it around and that puts light out. There's plenty of instances in Solasta so far where I've needed light to be at a target so that anybody shooting at it doesn't have disadvantage. The range is really long on it. It's 24, so that's just been really good to have in play. Alright, next on the list is Dazzle. This requires a melee hit, so you're going to have to be right next to the target. And it's a somatic, so you don't actually have to say anything. If you're silenced, this would be one to take against the other party. Your target will not be able to take in reactions and also be a -2 on armor class. And that's pretty handy, especially one more thing to put on the main boss. Firebolt is our next one. Now this is a d10 fire damage. It also lights things if it is able to be caught fire. It has an extraordinary range for a cantrip at range 24. And the damage goes up at level 5, 11, and 17, so you'll end up with 4d10 at level 17. And that's nothing to scoff at. I usually take this one. Next up is Light. This is really handy. It lasts for a long time. It creates a 4-cell light, bright light, and then 4 additional cells of dim light. It's pretty handy, especially if you don't have dark vision. Right, next up is Poison Spray. Now what this does is has a tiny little range of 2. It does a d12, and it causes poison status effect on your target. It is a constitution save though, so it is really hard to land on a lot of things. The d12 makes it really nice damage, especially when it scales up to 4d12 at level 17, but again, it's hard to land, and it's saved for nothing. Ray of Frost. Now I like this one. It's got a little limited range of 12. It doesn't take long to cast. It does a d8. It also slows the movement down to the speed of a target that gets hit. So that's something to kind of tactically slot in there, and I like using this to slow things down. Shadow Armor. This is a cool little thing that adds 3 hit points, and I believe that will scale up with extra levels, but I'm not entirely sure. Otherwise, I don't know why it just doesn't say 1 plus. Instead of 1 plus 2, it should just say 3. I'm assuming it scales up somehow. Shadow Dagger is another one. It It shoots a little psychic damage thing at the target. It's 1d8 psychic. This scales up as well. It's got a very nice range of 24. I would probably just go with Firebolt in this range, except this would work on things that are immune to fire, like a fire elemental or something like that. So kind of nice to have. Shocking Grasp. Now this is an excellent one to take against things, especially if they have metal armor. It does a d8 damage and that scales up, but it also shocks its target. And I guess in this edition, it's not just metal armor. It's anybody that's shocked can't use reactions. So you'd shock somebody, and that allows you to move past them on your turn so that they don't provoke an attack opportunity. True Strike. Rarely do people take this, but I actually think it's pretty good because you're kind of going to have a serious buff to hit that target on the next turn. So if you really, really want to land something, True Strike's really good. So that's going to do it for the cantrips for the wizard. Next, what we're going to move into on our next video is going to be the level 1 spells for the wizard. So thanks everybody for your time, and there we go. Have a great day. Thank you again for watching this video today. If you subscribe, we'll make more videos. Yay! Don't forget to check out all of our Solasta videos by clicking on the playlist right here. Post in the comments below what you'd like to see more of. Thanks. Bye-bye.